up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You still got Robinson?
Start the drive. Osborne. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Osborne. And a short pass pulled in by Washington.
That's crazy.
Just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, any pitch in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that when you so early. What confidence?
It often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get out there on offense and make your plays, and when they don't run against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop the throw.
Good play.
Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Yes, sir. And that episode will be coming out. So this episode is coming out on Saturday.
And this return going to come to a quick end.
Yeah, John Karaoke again.
Me and Lord, I might as well say now, John
Working to put a drive together.
Memes, like videos where they change the voice up on the internet, very entertaining. But
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Jordan Hurts. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw.
Damn.
Incomplete. Look at the Steeler defense. They've been dreadful against the run. They're getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They've tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they've been successful so far. I wonder if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time, and bring a 9th and sometimes even 10 to try and stop them from running the ball.
That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Up the middle they go. Soriano. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat.
Come on, bro.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, Picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Come on, bro. That should have.
All the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep.
Yeah, lose that X factor, bro.
And he is
Fuck wrong with you? Get that shit up out of here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Osborne.
What the fuck?
14 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
He proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second.
Bro, that should have been big. Bro.
It was incomplete. The Steelers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Osborne. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
And they'll accept that penalty. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will wrangle it down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing after the interception. Osborne. He finds his man complete. It's Schmidt. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the talk about this Falcon defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Osborne. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past to pay up early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for.
Inside the 25. The Steelers are going to get possession of the football.
Damn, man.
14-7 our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
I completely agree with you. And actually, this one right here, when we put up that first link, yeah, you got it right there.
Trying to shake up his reception from the last drive. He looked to throw. That's to the pylon, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. You have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. You can't win. You have to force a field goal. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Just convenient that, we're going to be hitting Elon, and there's an email right here. Can we click that email? This is from 2013. Jeffrey Epstein.
Play action. Osborne.
So to take the points.
Pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
September 1st, 2013. Hopefully someone suggests getting authorization now for
So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Very interesting. One of the few plays, Barack Obama's smart policy was fucking cute. One of the few places
Fuck Bijan.
nonchalance or something like that. And obviously it didn't end up happening. He's pretty young. Yeah, it was a suggestion. You know what I do.
Back to throw now. It is on in zone.
I was on my player.
Complete to Drake London. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Ordinarily, when you're back to
Sanjay.
most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield
Sanjay.
and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
Howard Lutnick still has a job. Is one of the
First carry here for the running back. He's going to take this ahead for around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
We uncovered in the emails just confirmed some
Maybe
things.
they gain 3 yards. He deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest game.
He's able to get this to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, come on now. Guard the light. That's what you do.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40.
And what's even worse is that, and this is what we mean, just
Looking to
he has a
throw.
brother, Lutnick has a brother, he has a sister.
Short throw to Musgrave. No gain. Second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop the line of scrimmage.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion.
Oh, Lord. That's the lane.
Look to throw again.
free conviction project that she was doing.
Wait, hey, Jordan, shut the door.
Catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Sanjay, come here. Hey,
Defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Osborne. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Off play action. Osborne. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. just shifts past him. It's a nifty return of 29 yards.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of London. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 48 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Now, I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they can't bring him down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24.
31. Steelers 7.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
He's brought down at the
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a second and 2. Back to throw. Osborne. And that's caught inside the 35. And marking down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Off the play fake. Osborne. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers get a bit closer.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Falcons. Luke Musgrave, 33 yards. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Steelers 15.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially. He's got a man, complete. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, 26 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the ready.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Ramsey brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Steelers' 14-yard
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
2nd down and 6 now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's probably run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Falcons 45. Steelers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now a handoff up the middle. Soriano. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Here we go. Shot. 19 sight. Nice. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Soriano. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 17 yards out. And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
He'll find Metcalf. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Boswell for the extra point.
Chris Boswell on quarter point.
And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Falcons 52, Steelers 28.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Ready, break.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Ready,
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they'll go with the ground attack here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
On the ready. Let's go.
Oh, look at this play call. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Steelers
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
First down. First and 10 at the
That one first down. He'll drop to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead's down to 24. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
That'll be caught. It's Scott. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Osborne. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
At the 20-yard line.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
But his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they can't connect. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the second quarter, barring a penalty.
Dragon 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That one deep for London. And that's going to be incomplete.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Falcons, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside